Listen, bases loaded, bottom of the ninth. I want to talk about this Jim Jules situation because somebody left a comment. They say, you defending Jim Jules? Let me tell you guys something. Jim Jules is doing her. I never heard of Jim Jules till 2 nights ago. But Mr. Organic, the Red Pill Dynamic, they do content with OnlyFans models. This is not just Mr. Organic. Fresh and Fit does not care about men. What they do is they put OnlyFans models specifically on their show. This is the play. You feel me? Huddle up. They on purpose. They could pick any woman, but no woman will go on that show. You see what I'm saying? The only woman that will go on Fresh and Fit are women that have some type of daddy issues or some type of trauma. The Red Pill OnlyFans models, they share something in common. It's trauma bonding. People don't think about this, but listen, before we get into Mr. Organic, because he was chased out of the room. Like the old phrase go, address the elephant in the room. Jim Jules, listen, she addressed the elephant in the room, and I want to salute Jim Jules. The reason I want to salute her is because when it's all said and done, she exposed the fact that all these red pill coaches, no woman respects them. No woman respects them. She's 27. Mr. Organic is 43. Why is a 43-year-old man around a 27-year-old woman going back and forth? You see what I'm saying? Like when it's all said and done, this is not a tennis match. If you're 43 years old and you're around a 27-year-old woman, she better be a woman. Jim Jules is a woman on a mission. There's a difference. Now, I don't want to be judgmental because only God could judge us, but let's be real. There's a difference between a woman and a woman on a mission. A woman is not a woman on a mission. She has respect for men. A woman on a mission, she does not respect men. That's the difference. Let's bring that back from the top. A woman, Proverbs 31, virtuous woman, whatever you want to call her, she respects men. She will make sure that she understands men have a lust problem. She understands she has brothers, she has uncles, she has a dad. She understands. So a woman, she will never show triple whopper camel toes. A woman will never do anything to tempt you in any type of temptation. That's a woman. A woman will cover up. I done met women for real that had serious curves. Serious. I done met women that will literally cover up to a T. So if you lust after a woman that's fully covered up, guess what? That's on you. You got X-ray vision. You a superhero. You feel me? You Superman. Part 2. You feel me? The remix. But 9 out of 10, most women like Jim Jules, they're not going to cover up on purpose because they understand that men are weak. Men are desperate. Men in this generation, they are the real 304s. So the war between the Red Pill and the OnlyFans models are, who are the real 304s? And I will say, the men are. Because as a man, if you're Mr. Organic, first of all, he made fun of her being abused. When it's all said and done, you went from your own content to now being a backup dancer on the Fresh podcast. You're a backup dancer now. This is very important to understand. This is why I don't do collaborations, because once people get addicted with this lifestyle and they start spending money, and what happens is they start to lose that touch of a quote unquote influencer. Listen, before I finish this video, I just want to say, I will never want to be an influencer. I drop content. I've been on YouTube for 5.5 years. I never tell people to subscribe. I never tell people to hit the like button. It's rare that I even meet somebody in person and tell them I do YouTube. I don't care to be an influencer because when it's all said and done, what I'm going to influence you to? Best thing that I could do on YouTube is lead by example. And when it comes to not interacting with women, when it comes to dropping content, when it comes to remaining consistent, car or no car, right now in my life, I don't have a car. People can laugh, ha, 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 ha. But when it's all said and done, it was a bad business deal. And I told the person, keep the down payment, keep the deposit. I lost $2,100 to keep my respect. So when it's all said and done, I couldn't make it a player car. I put down a little something, you feel me? It was a daily driver. The man tried to sell me a car with no AC in Phoenix. We are in Phoenix. How dare you try to pull a fast one? I get the car. I realize it doesn't have AC. So when it's all said and done, I say, come and pick up your melon. Keep that $2,100. That's why I don't have a car. But when it's all said and done, I'll be the first one to tell you. I literally catch a lift to record YouTube content. So when it's all said and done, I'm the type of person, I'm not gonna have people around me that are not for me. Mr. Organic, he is desperate to the point that he will be around people that is not for him. She literally disrespected him. She's 27 years old. He's 43. The way it works is, as 43, you gotta stop and think. Are you not established to go solo? Mr. Organic cannot go solo. He needs people. He is dependent upon Fresh to stay relevant. He's dependent upon OnlyFans models to stay relevant. I want you guys to see the dark mindset that you need, because I made a video about him and he said that if you're the man and you don't got women around you, you sus. It was harsher than that, but we're gonna keep this YouTube friendly. He said that you sus, you gay if you don't got the women around you. But this man is getting water bottles thrown at him. He's literally getting attacked on a podcast that's not his. He's making a guest appearance. He is not the man anymore because he gave up. Mr. Organic, if you're watching this, go back to your Hellcat days. Go back to being solo. You being a backup dancer, you being a new addition, Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike at 43, it goes to show that you're desperate. How you gonna make fun of the woman for having a high body count, but you got a high body count with collaborations? You collab with anybody. You collab with people that you don't even share the same values with. You claim that you don't spend money on women. Well, the main host, Fresh, that's all he does is spend money on women. He pays, all of them pay OnlyFans models. So when it's all said and done, how could you claim to be such a PIMP? Or he had another dude, I think his name is Goldie Pimp, whatever. He's up there, but he's a 304 tail lifestyle too. It's crazy how broke down pimps are literally broken and people don't see it. So as far as Jem Jules, people talking about, oh, I defended her. No, Mr. Organic needs water thrown on him. He's a clown. He wears makeup. He acts like he's for men, but he's a wolf. And her throwing water at him, it reveals the fact that she's more of a wolf than he is. She's 27 years old. I don't think you guys understand. Right now, I'm 39, and I make content for people 40 on up. When I first came to YouTube, I try to help the youth, but one thing I can say about the youth is they're no different than Mr. Organic. Mr. Organic, all he values is clout. Same thing with younger people. In this generation, all they value is clout. So guess what? Mr. Organic is no different than an 18-year-old. Mr. Organic is no different than a 17-year-old. Matter of fact, 18-year-olds are probably more mature than Mr. Organic. 17-year-olds are probably more mature than Mr. Organic. Mr. Organic right now, he is in survival mode. And this is why I tell you guys, nap it out, trap it out, make the long-term play. Now, as far as Jem Jules, I just had to look her up because I never heard of her. She literally took off 2020. So we all, like 2020, that's when I started YouTube. So when it's all said and done, I think on Instagram, she has over 500,000, you feel me, people watching. Twitter, other platforms, same thing, probably over 1 million. So when it's all said and done, she's 27, she doesn't have respect for men. I'm just gonna keep it real in general. Or maybe she doesn't have respect for the men that she collaborates with. I don't know who she is outside of camera, but on camera, I don't think Jem Jules have respect for any man. But guess what? Fresh for controversy, Fresh for views, he is a 304 for views. So he's going to bring a woman in that's disrespectful. I've seen a couple clips from her. When it's all said and done, everybody talk about OT Mexican, but she's Latina. She drops an N-word just like Cardi B. Nobody checks her. And when it's all said and done, shout out to OT Mexican. She's Latina. She literally does what she wants, says what she wants, and guess what? Nobody's gonna check her. She will literally shut down your show. She will literally disrespect your studio. When it's all said and done, she lit. She lit. She mobbing. And I told you guys, you got a mob on a mob. Mr. Organic is the mob. Fresh is the mob. And guess what? She mobbed on a mob. Listen, I always say, sometimes you got a mob on a mob, if need be. And guess what? Mr. Organic, he understood that something happened to her in her childhood past. She knows him, and she said something that's very important. He's not who you think he is off the camera. And that's what I've been trying to say on YouTube. A lot of people, they're not who you think you are off the camera. Listen, off the camera or not on the camera, I'm still lit. When it's all said and done, a lot of people off the camera, they're not who they pretend to be. So with that being said, Mr. Organic, he had a chess move on her. He was like, at least nothing ain't happened to me as a child. You 43, how you making fun of a 27-year-old that something probably potentially happen to. Like all them dudes on our show, you got the Goldie dude, he a whole clown. You got the dude with the dreads, I don't know who he is, he a whole clown. You got Fresh, he a whole clown. It's a circus show. And Mr. Organic, he is financially desperate and he is a male 304 for views, so he has to go in the circus. When it's all said and done, if you guys are really men of strength, how can you sit around OnlyFans model? I don't know about you, but I can't be around an OnlyFans model. Now, if I'm in an elevator word, it is what it is, but I'm not gonna do a podcast with an adult star. That right there is automatic grounds of relapsation. Not relaxation, but relapsation. I wouldn't even put myself in that environment. No disrespect to Jem Jules, but if these guys are quote unquote tough, if these guys are quote unquote alphas, why would they need Jem Jules? And I'm gonna tell you why. Mr. Organic can't survive without women. If he makes content by himself, he's done. Fresh, if Fresh just talks about life, no woman, he's done. The Goldie dude, whatever his name is, without women, he's done. The guy with the dreadlocks, without women, they're cooked. Forget done, they're cooked. And that's the problem with dating coaches. They cannot survive without women. Imagine being a man waking up knowing that I need to collaborate with women to pay my bills. Absolutely not. They try to look like pimps, but in reality, they're getting pimped. Now, let's talk about that attack. Jem Jules literally, when I mean literally, she got up, threw water on him, threw multiple things at him, and guess what? When it's all said and done, there's no respect. There's no respect. And a lot of these guys, they're trying to tell you that you need to become high value to get water thrown at you. They're trying to tell you that you need to be high value so you could get attacked on a podcast. Imagine getting attacked on a podcast. That's what happened, and that's what people don't stop and think about. How can you influence men to get attacked? How can you influence men to get disrespected? That's all they're doing. And guys really think these are the heroes against the female 304s. No, these guys are the 304s, and guys can't see it. That's why I don't really go around the younger generation. The younger generation, they're obsessed with women because they've been rejected. Rejection breeds obsession. When it's all said and done, people think Mr. Organic has the formula to women. If he was actually smooth, he would have never been disrespected. That man was hiding behind a curtain. And it's crazy. I just made a video about him because he tried to say on Fresh Podcasts, he was trying to bond with other guys that are literally 304s for clout. When it's all said and done, follow the wordplay. They're only 304s for clout. We're not disrespecting them, but for views, they will do anything for views. What's the difference between an OnlyFans model that would do anything for the cheese and a male that would do anything for the views, aka the cheese? They're male 304s. So with that being said, he laughed at a woman that was potentially something happened to her in her childhood. He said, well, she said your mama. You feel me? She took it there. He said, well, at least my mama protected me. This man 43 going back and forth with the woman. Let me tell you guys something. I shoot my videos, I record my videos, but one thing about me is you're not gonna see me on YouTube going back and forth with a woman. You're not gonna see me on YouTube on a podcast with a woman. I believe that I could run up over 20 channels without women. I don't understand. Mr. Organic, Fresh and Fit, all these guys, all these red pill coaches, all these guys can't survive without women. So if you can't survive without the woman, how could you play a woman? And before I finish this video, listen, I'm going 17 minutes. I'm snapping. I'm not playing. When it's all said and done, if you can't survive without a woman, how could you play a woman? Like Mr. Organic need women that are working. He needs women on a mission. Fresh needs women on a mission. All of them, Goldie, whatever, Mac, all of them, AMS, Steph, all of them, Austin, FitX Fearless, they need women. It's a part of their identity. How can you be a man if you need a woman? When it's all said and done, listen, I'm dropping this content. No soy dominicano, pero ya tú sabes, tengo la pámpara prendida. What? I'm dropping this content. When it's all said and done, I will have 20 channels without women. I will have a fishing channel without women. I will have a hunting channel without women. I will have a hiking channel without women. I don't need a woman to run up. See, a lot of these guys, they're stuck now because they wasn't thinking long term. A woman was a part of their whole identity. Literally, forget the makeup. A woman was a part of their whole content makeup. And I'm gonna say this again, forget makeup. When it comes to the red pill, when it comes to guys that are quote unquote influencers, a woman is a part of their whole makeup. When it's all said and done, I don't put women on camera. I don't put women on screen. I don't need to put a woman in my videos because when it's all said and done, how I'm going to teach men how to be men when I'm dependent on a woman. And that's the problem. Most men are dependent upon women, but they can't say it. So they got to try to play in a woman's face like, oh, y'all women got high body counts. But look who you're sitting next to. Mr. Organic doesn't make sense. You talk about a woman having a high body count, but look who you're on a podcast with. So I don't get it. When it comes to OnlyFans models, I don't judge them, because when it's all said and done, it made them safe away from broken down pimps. If a woman could control her own cam destiny, guess what? She don't got to be around a man that's calling her phone 100 times. She don't got to be around a Mr. Organic. When it's all said and done, guys like Mr. Organic, these guys are wolves. They're ruthless, they're cutthroat, but they act like they want to help men. How can Mr. Organic help you when he can't even help himself? That man was literally dodging. He turned into Neo in the Matrix. He was dodging, he was going behind curtains, dodging disrespect. But this is what we're supposed to be influenced by. Influence makes zero sense. When it's all said and done, if you create content, have the Lamborghini mindset. When it's all said and done, you don't have to sell yourself. Me, I don't have to sell myself. I have 50K and I still didn't put up a PayPal. I have 50K, I still didn't put up a Cash App. You know why? Because when it's all said and done, it's in my bio. If people want to support me, they'll support me. If they don't, guess what? Keep on working. Better luck tomorrow. Better luck next week. Better luck next month. That's how life is. You don't have to beg. But one thing these guys have to do that are quote unquote influencers, they have to oversell themselves. When it's all said and done, who's worse, the OnlyFans model or the man that has to sell himself? I don't have to sell myself. When it's all said and done, I'm excited to tell you, I would literally go 20 channels just by myself. You got 24 hours in a day? Listen, I split them up. But when it's all said and done, I would have 20 plus or more channels by myself. I wouldn't put women in my content. I wouldn't put my wife in my content. So if I want to put my wife in my content, why would I put a woman in my content? You see what I'm saying? When it's all said and done, I thought about doing a collab with the woman, but then when I found out she might be borderline crazy, I said, no, that was it. God has showed me many signs before the fall. Look at the signs. If you pick up on pattern recognition, it doesn't make sense for a man to collaborate with the woman, because it's going to lead to a back and forth division. It's going to lead to a back and forth debate. We don't think alike. We don't act alike. Other than lust, lust is the only thing that brings us together. And I'm going to say this again. Lust is the only thing that brings us together. Lust for a lifestyle it brought Mr. Organic to that show. Lust to make sure that he could keep on feeding OnlyFans models forever, because Fresh and Fit, they've been feeding OnlyFans models since the pandemic. They've been listen, every time an OnlyFans model goes on Fresh and Fit, their OnlyFans skyrocket. This might be a separate video, but they know what they're doing. Fresh and Fit are for OnlyFans models only. Mr. Organic is for OnlyFans models only. The guy with the dreads, screw him. The broken down pimp, Goldie, screw him. These guys are for OnlyFans models only. That's all these influencers hang out. They hang around OnlyFans models that push the SEX agenda. And this is what they want to influence us that we need to be a part of. When it's all said and done, Mr. Organic literally got exposed by Gem Jules. Gem Jules, thank you for showing the world that this man is all smoke. If that man was really solid, that man would have sit there and not move. He would have took every water bottle and he would have looked like an action figure. This man was running. This man was running. And this is what we're supposed to be. This is why we're supposed to get a Lamborghini. Listen, when it's all said and done, I am telling you, stop listening to influencers. Be authentic, be upfront, be honest, don't judge, show love, let it breathe.